are going to move on to the conference semifinals. Thrilling fashion, guys, taking round one in what certainly will go down. Guys, it's one of the most competitive series this year.
And you always love a game set and no disappointment here. And these guys are ready and excited for round two. Maybe a bit tired, but the adrenaline is still pumping.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for Dallas was getting across in the huddle. He asked his players to really push the tempo. He wants to see quicker transition into the open court so you have a chance to score before the defense can set up. Trying to use their speed to full advantage, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. They've got Reggie Bullock, Dwight Powell out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Brunson in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
He's wiry strong. Conley's made a living taking contact and making shots.
Outside Brunson. Powell outside. Outside Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Gets the 3 to fall.
Coming up to the floor for the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. To the wing, right side. Outside Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. Mitchell double team. And Gobert with the stuff.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
Doncic with it. He's picked up by Conley and stolen by Gobert. Pass to Mitchell for 3. He buries it from 3. And now it's a 7-point Jazz lead. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Jazz.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Something else they've excelled at is their interior D. Their rim protection has been outstanding.
There's 57 seconds left in the final quarter. To the paint. Here's Conley. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
Brunson. Utah with the rebound.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Doncic against Conley. Pass to Bogdanovich. Misses the 3. And here's Dallas. They trail by 7. And here's Doncic outside. Mitchell grabs a miss. Back to Conley. They've won it. Next stop, conference semifinals. And what a way to cap off a riveting series in round 1. They seem to feed off the pressure of this Game 7.
Well, they had to put a lot of energy into winning this series. They'll be a little worn down physically, but from a mental standpoint, they'll be riding high after battling so hard to win this series.
The train. And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. Thrilling fashion, guys, taking round 1 in what certainly will go down. Well, guys, it's one of the most competitive series this year.
And you always love a game set and no disappointment here. And these guys are ready and excited for round 2. Maybe a bit tired, but the adrenaline is still pumping.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
Just got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, David.
Anderson passes to Brooks.
Oh, you better shoot that.
Beasley against Morant. Anderson with a screen on Beasley. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk. Let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He actually challenged his players. He said, quote, "We are in this one. We can see the finish line. How will we react?" I'm curious to see who steps up and takes it to the next level. Big challenge from coach.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Desmond Bain is out there with John Moran. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Anderson finds Moran. Adams with a screen on Beasley. Here's Moran. Here's Adams. Good work defensively by Towns.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
McDaniels, that's good.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Now here's Moran. Oh, they find the hot hand. You can count it. He's 10 for 14 now.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Edwards can't hit.
You know, we've seen him just tear after the rebounds tonight. No fear. You have to love that effort.
Here's Moran. Can't hit that one. And some solid defense from Towns. Outside Edwards. Back to Daniels. Outside Edwards. Adams grabs the miss. Here's Bain. He's guarded by Beasley. Brooks, the pass to Moran. Back to Brooks. Oh, it misses! Had a chance to tie it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. The kick out to Edwards. Going inside.
Count it! And they just continue to attack, even late in the game.
We've got 13 seconds left in the final quarter. And now we've got an intentional foul. Beverly outside. And with that win, they'll be moving on to round 2. And what a way to cap off a riveting series in round 1. They seem to feed off the pressure of this Game 7.
From deep. Can't get it to fall.
Man, when a guy like Chris Paul is hustling out there, it's going to inspire the rest of the team, blitzing the shooters well with his quickness.
And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. Thrilling fashion, guys, taking round 1 in what certainly will go down. Well, guys, it's one of the most competitive series this year.
And you always love a game 7, and no disappointment here. And these guys are ready and excited for round 2. Maybe a bit tired, but the adrenaline is still pumping.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I don't know. It was just our defense. Obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.